They actually did it. I'm seeing this with my own eyes and I still can't believe it. They actually did it. YouTube basically, essentially, got rid of the dislike button. Yes, I know technically the dislike button is still there, but it's practically useless now. What you are seeing right now is the only way I, as a creator, can see the exact number of dislikes a video of mine has. It's so out of the way, so easy to ignore and forget about, so it might as well not even be there to begin with. I'm still awestruck that YouTube actually went through with this. Like, the reception to the announcement of this decision was universally panned. No one liked this. No one wanted this. No one agreed to this. Everyone said, all this is going to do is create way more problems and make YouTube an overall worse platform. YouTube, once again, has taken away a feature that no one was asking them to take away. God, we've lost so many useful features on YouTube over the years. For every welcome new feature they add, they take something else away. Oh my god, scam videos are going to flourish on YouTube now. Without the dislike bar to warn your average Joe and Jane, they're going to stumble upon and get caught in so many cons. Jesus, all of the iconic history on YouTube that's just been erased. Historic videos on the platform that had so many dislikes because the content was so horrendous for one reason or another, or perhaps it represented an important cultural moment in history. Could have been negative or positive in context. All of that history is now just gone. And for no reason. There's no reason to hide the dislikes. What is wrong with the people working at these media platforms? Why are we not allowed to dislike things? We're human beings. We're gonna disagree. We're gonna criticize one another. It's a fundamental, essential part of life. But don't misunderstand me though. Now, in the grand scheme of life, is this a big deal? No, not really. I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it. It doesn't affect my health, whether it be mental or physical. It's, in the end, a petty matter. Alas, even though this is petty, YouTube's decision to hide dislikes from the public is going to have massive consequences that will ripple throughout the entire platform. Like I mentioned earlier, scam artists, shady characters, just human garbage is going to flourish on YouTube now. Without the early warning system of the dislikes, many unfortunate people are going to fall for deception. Oh, but what about the comment section? The comment section can be manipulated, my dude. The comment section can be turned off. Specific comments can be deleted. But likes and dislikes, as they were before, you couldn't fuck with those. Those were in the hands of the people, and if someone disabled their likes and dislikes, which was and still is for some reason, an option creators have always had on offer if they wanted to avoid hate mobs or dislike campaigns, as YouTube put it. But if someone disabled their likes and dislikes, it was a bit of a warning sign like, oh, why would they hide those? I should be cautious while watching this video. But now the dynamic between creator and audience is so one-sided. Creators now have almost too much control. It's too easy now to create your own echo chamber, to ignore any and all criticism. But then again, if I may be so bold and so cynical, this is exactly what YouTube wanted. This was never about protecting smaller creators as they've claimed. This is just a means for them to control public perception and feedback. The dislikes were one of the few ways the community was able to communicate with YouTube, no, we don't want this. But now, they can more freely control the narrative. They can say whatever they want, and very little can hold them accountable. There isn't that dislike bar that the public can point to, that the public can refer to and go, hey, this was negatively received. The public has lost that important information. That important tool. Now, undoubtedly, it's important to acknowledge that the dislikes on YouTube were absolutely abused. I've personally experienced it myself, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't jarring when I was looking through my video analytics and I saw that one video had magically received 20 dislikes at the exact same second of the exact same minute of the exact same hour on the exact same day. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Dislike bots were always a pain in the ass, but again, in the grand scheme of things, non-issue. In the end, a forgettable annoyance. But just because the dislikes feature was abused from time to time, that's not an excuse to almost entirely annihilate it from the platform. The dislikes feature on YouTube did more good than harm. There, I said it. And this is someone who's had videos that have had dislike hate campaigns. I've had videos where the like to dislike ratio was unnaturally ruined because of bots. But despite the misuse of the feature from time to time, I would gladly keep it for all of the net positives it brings. It was a tool of the people, a weapon even, to use against scammers and hate groups. It was a way for the audience to communicate to creators that, hey, what you said here was mighty stupid. You need to rethink this. And now it's gone. Now it's all gone, and I don't know where YouTube goes from here. Just when I think this platform can't get any worse, it finds new and insidious ways. Full transparency here. I'm saying this from the heart. I don't want to use YouTube. I don't want to use YouTube as a platform, but they have a monopoly, and this is where I've built my brand. And historically speaking, most creator audiences aren't willing to jump ship to another platform to support the creator. That's just the way it is. So, as usual, whenever YouTube does something completely moronic, we're just gonna have to put up with it. It's a damn shame, but them's the breaks. You know what worries me most of all about this whole thing is how YouTube actually went through with it. Despite everyone, just about everyone telling them, no, don't do this, we don't want this, they still did it anyway. You remember YouTube Heroes back in the day? You remember how everyone said, no, we don't want this, this is a horrible idea, what are you thinking, this is gonna get abused? And then after the backlash, they backtracked and agreed, yeah, let's not do that. Well, obviously something has changed behind the scenes over at YouTube. Something very insidious if they're so willing to ignore such overwhelming feedback. Makes one wonder, where will this lead to next? What other features are they going to remove? I mean, they removed dislikes for God's sakes. What else aren't they willing to do? Whew, scary thoughts. Scary thoughts. There are unprecedented times with YouTube on the horizon. Here's hoping, somehow, in some way, we get a better platform at the end of all this. Now, if you'll excuse me, since there aren't any fucking dislikes to stop me, I'm just going to fill out the rest of this video for a couple minutes to hit the monetization mark. Get wrecked, scrubs. Lamau. Anyways, that's been a video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all later. Enjoy the filler gameplay footage to make this video longer than it needs to be to reach the monetization mark. But what can you do? There's no dislikes. Lamau!